you?
Again already.
Yeah, no.
So the recording is put. Okay, so we're recording. Right, good evening and welcome to Tuesday Newsday. This is we've done this call. When we did this last Tuesday, so we had our fingers crossed because it was something new. And so we were hoping that we had what we thought for you guys. The response that we got blew us. My phone, Simon Brookes' phone, Simon Kendrick's phone, going crazy all night long. Messages coming through on WhatsApp, through on Messenger. Messages posted as well. It seems that we got exactly what you wanted, and sweet and simple. But the plan for this call is always going to be this short call. We're going to keep it just say what's area and nothing more. Informative, going to get the news about what's relevant to you right now. Small amounts of training in, but the training is training that you can right now, tonight, not even tomorrow, tonight, start to grow your business. Because the whole point is to get you guys doing something that is going to business. That's what we're here for right now. So that said, right over to our first speaker. He's been for close over now 16, 18, based over here in the UK. And huge business, literally worldwide right now. He's flown the world already with the company. He's going to talk to you a method of building your team using niches to come on and tapping into everybody that they have. So no more to say about that. Over to Simon Kendrick. Simon, you there?
Yeah, hey Roger, appreciate your kind words. Welcome to the call, everybody. Glad to be here this evening. Obviously, privileged that we have the Master Distributor, Mr. Rick Rowberry. So, hey Rick, thanks for joining. Right then, guys, what I'm going to discuss very, very briefly is taprooting. Some of you may have heard about it before, some of you may not. All I'm going to do is very, very briefly just cover a quick overview on taprooting and how it can benefit you when it comes to building your business, right? So, in order to build a large organization in network marketing, it's imperative that you either do one of two things. You either find people, train people, and bring those people up as leaders, or you go out into your people's networks and find leaders. And that's what we do by a way of taprooting. So to keep it very, very simple, let's say, for example, that I brought Tez into the business. Okay, Tez hasn't got any idea of how to build a business or how to connect, invite, follow up, close, and all the rest of it. What I'm going to do to Tez, my first task for Tez will be, Tez, how many people do you know who will be open, who you think may be open to this opportunity? And that's that. And me and Tez are going to work together. We're going to come up with a number of names, and then individually, Tez is going to add me and his prospect into either a WhatsApp chat or the Messenger chat. And that's that. Now, all Tez is going to do is watch and learn. Watch, listen, and learn. Now, as Tez's sponsor, I'm going to take control of everything from the invite, setting appointments, to the exposure, the follow-up, and then the close. And I'm going to keep repeating that process. But once Tez brings one of his prospects into the business, I then bypass Tez, go to his new team member and do exactly the same thing. Okay? So I bypass Tez, go to his new team member and ask his team member, how many people do you know? And I repeat the process. Now, as Tez is watching and learning and listening, once he becomes confident, he then repeats the process in his other areas of his business. So we're driving depth now in 2 areas of his business and then 3. Okay, so taprooting. You are leveraging the knowledge, the expertise, and the skill set of your upline stroke sponsor until you become that individual, that leader yourself, to go duplicate, to build depth within your organization. Now, that is a very, very brief overview. I appreciate that. So to anybody who's open to it, and if you're a bit of a visual person like myself, then I'm going to invite you to a training call tonight at 9 p.m. UK time, where I will give you the visual and we'll go through it slow time, so you leave that training understanding thoroughly all about tap routing. So I hope that's been of benefit. I'm going to hand it back to Roger now, but at 9 p.m. tonight, reach out, message me for the link. I will be conducting a training on tap routing should you decide that you need further assistance with it. And on that note, I've already spoke to Roger. I've already spoke to Simon. Once you're happy with tap routing, they have both agreed, because they're both awesome leaders, that they are open to helping anybody, and acting as the upline and the sponsor in the tap routing process, as am I. So that's it for me on tap routing, 9 p.m. tonight. Roger, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Simon. It's surprising, guys. We were at the last live event that we did, and someone came on and they mentioned tap routing, and they talked about it as if it was something new and something that was sort of unheard of before. Now, that's not saying that there was anything wrong with someone thinking that. What surprises me is that something that is basic and fundamental to our industry, something that Simon and I were doing close on 30 years ago, seems to have been forgotten. And technology takes us away from old methods, and we shouldn't let that happen. Tap routing can build your business faster than you would possibly you can imagine. It's something that you really have to get a grip to. And the fact that Simon's going to give that to you, explain it on video and show you exactly how you're going to do it, you need to take advantage of that. So next person I want to introduce right now is he's going to be our guest speaker for the Leadership Weekend. I first met this guy at the last Leadership Weekend that we did back in May. People travel crazy distances just to come and listen to this guy, but no one travels as far as this guy travels to come and speak to you. He's our master distributor, and effectively we're all in his team. So Rick, are you there? Rick Rowberry.
I am. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we certainly can.
I really like that you're all in my team, so go produce and let's get this thing off right now so you can go make me lots more money, lots of money. Lots of money. Hey, I'm really excited to be on with you today. As you know, I'm going to see y'all soon, so I'm really excited about that. Listen to this tap routing thing. It's the way I've always built my businesses. My original mentor was Art Williams, and he built an entire empire, became a billionaire recruiting 7 people. And it's because he understands the concept of working through the lines and finding the right people and going to the right people, I mean, you guys, I don't even know where you fall in my downline, the honest truth. What I do is I go search out what I consider to be the volume producing potential people, the winners, the people who have really got it going on. How you like my
Very nice.
I looked at Kendrick and I thought, you know what? He's good looking, but he's nothing compared to this guy. Yeah, just look at his face, Kendrick. Come on, look at that. So anyway, and Kendrick, by the way, you ought to find a different place to do that. There's a lot of hearts, a lot of like pink hearts behind you on the wall.
There's a lot of love here for you, Rick.
You got this manly beard going on, a bunch of little cute pink hearts all over behind you. I love it, brother. I love it.
I'm going to tell Claire you said that.
No. Claire looks perfect there. It's nothing. It's just you and me. Okay, we're talking as man to man here, brother. All right. Anyway, back to it. All right. Am I back up on the screen again? Kendrick stops talking. I'll be back up on the screen. So the tap routing. So the idea of being able to go down and find the person. Then you take that volume producer, and then what you do is you create another business just around that person. Then you create another business just around that person. Then you go down in that line and you find you can do it with another person. Now, the only reason that we can truly taproot here and develop what we call anchors in the legs is because of our compensation system. We have a volume-based compensation system, which it doesn't matter to me whether I'm 1,000 levels down or first level. I make the same money. I have the same benefit. And so when I first proposed this compensation plan 4 years and 2 months ago, that was the idea in mind, was to eliminate all of the gotchas, to be able to let a free-build system really happen without all of the little intricacies that most comp plans have to make the money, to make the company's breakage and to give them more money. And so we did that. And so I'm able to go down into the lines and be able to work. You know, guys, I don't know if you realize this. This is my 10th trip to the UK. Okay, my 10th trip to the UK. Now, you guys understand that you have always been in my strong leg, right? So what we do as leaders, okay, so there you go, right? You build to create a company that stays here and pays us for the next 50 years. Y'all with me? That's why sideline, crossline, look, there's no difference to me in building in this strongest leg right here. There's no difference to me in doing that than if I had a sideline and going working in it. Because my goal is to create a company, a legacy company that actually, pays us for the next 30 to 40 to 50 years. And so what we do is we taproot. Sometimes it's hard to see that when you're first starting out and you've got to rank, you got to get your check. And I understand all that, okay? However, in the back of your mind, you got to have this legacy mindset. You got to have this idea that you're building a company within a company. But without the big company here, you don't have a company. And so what we do is we go out there and we edify everyone around the world, everything they're doing, all the great accomplishments, all the great rank advancements, all those kinds of things. And then what we do is we go ahead and we build within our own structures to the best we can, picking up those winners, picking up those leaders that are down there that we can work with and go around. Now, I met Simon and his group, Brooks and some of you, in Salt Lake City. Simon, how long ago was that? It's been a while now. It's been like a couple of years.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Have I only known you for 2 years?
You have, big boy.
Dude, it seems like I've known you forever now. It's either good or bad. You decide, okay?
I think it's good, mate. It's good.
But the truth is that I really connected with you, Simon, and your team that was there, and ultimately the entire UK team. And so, I made an adjustment in my schedule so that I could be in Ireland on the 10th of December as well. And we're planning some kind of event there on the 10th. I'm not sure where it was. Paul just contacted me and something about he's in Northern Ireland. I don't know if we're doing it in Dublin, where it's at, but I'll be there on the 10th as well. But on the 15th, 16th, whatever, that weekend, I'm in Liverpool. I'm with all of you. Are we doing it at Thornton again?
Yeah, Thornton Hall.
Yeah, Thornton Hall.
Yeah, I love that. I love that place. But what I did learn the last time there was don't open up a free bar to everybody. I underestimated what my Scottish, Irish, and English brothers and sisters could really consume in one night in a short period of time. So that was a revelation to me. It was wonderful and fun and enjoy it. But I am coming with fire this time, guys. We've got so many things that are fired on all cylinders right now. And here's the thing that I've always talked about. Diversification is the key, even within our own product line. If you pick one product, it's not going to perform at optimum every single day. So what you've got to do is you've got to take advantage of every product that we've got and then look at your entire financial portfolio like I always have done, my investment portfolio. Some things are performing at some times and some things are not. But what you've got to do is look at your overall portfolio and see if you're moving ahead. And see, that's the wealth path that I've always taught and talked about, is that path to accumulating wealth, that path of being able to get back your time, to be able to gain that freedom that everybody wants. And so I'm going to be talking a lot about that. I have some really special things that I'm going to share with you at Thornton that I'm not going to talk about right now. That's going to blow your mind. We are at a place in the company right now. We always talk about the different stages of the company. And Simon, those of you, Brooks, have been in the industry for a while. You know that we always talk about the formulation stage, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden you go to this stage right here. We've been going like this. We've been growing consistently since we came here. But this is just about where we're ready to go right now. Because if you take in comparison our products now, our compensation plan now, and especially in the U.S. where you have the new Credit Pro, which all of you need a U.S. business, and I can help you get that. Credit Pro is the most powerful product we've ever had. Everybody that you look at in the eye wants a better credit score, and that includes the UK. And so everywhere we go, that's what it is. Right now we're starting off with the U.S. Looks like we might be able to bring in Canada. And then all of a sudden we start bringing in other similar systems through the backbone that we have right now. And it's absolutely mind-blowing and mind-boggling. I've been a part of this industry in the background for about 30 years. I know it very, very well. I can improve anybody's credit score within North America because I know that system. And now we have something where you just push buttons, automated, it takes care of it, and all of a sudden their entire life changes, believe me. Now think about you guys. You guys have credit score as well there. If you go to get a car or a house or whatever it is, right? Depending on what that credit score says it completely controls your lifestyle. It controls, what car you get, what interest rate you get, what house you live in, what neighborhood you live in, all of those types of things. And so that's a very, very exciting product. And just because it's only in the U.S., don't think that's out of reach for you guys not to make money in that market. Here's the thing, trying to get somebody to buy in on how to crypto trade or Forex market or, algorithms or those kind of things. Guys, that's a market that's not even developed. And so what we have to do is we have to go out and spend tremendous amounts of money, time, energy, retention issues, all of those things to be able to create a market that does not exist in the 95 percenters. Let me tell you what market already exists in the 95% of the market out there. Credit scores. Everybody that you look in their eye, you look in their eye and you ask them a question, if I knew a way that I could improve your credit score dramatically, would you want me to tell you about it or keep it a secret? How many people out of 10 do you think would say, give me the information? So around that, I have a system I'm going to show you guys for massive prospecting when I come over that is going to make a huge difference for this. All you need is just a person or two that you know in North America, okay? Because you got to understand the Canadians are going to be working the U.S. market right off the bat, right? Because they're close. They're kind of tied together there. If you know anybody in North America, Canada and the U.S. primarily, then you need to connect with those people. I'm going to be having regular calls, okay? That's going to be just based on that product alone because it's a wonderful entry product for you guys and others to really be able to get involved in. Now, just because you don't know anybody in the U.S., see, I didn't know you guys in the UK, right? But I knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody that knew Simon Brookes, see? And then I knew somebody that knew Kendrick and Landon and everybody. That's what I knew. That's how it works, right? When I started out and I was still thinking of the first person to bring in here, I wasn't thinking of who I knew around the world. I was thinking about everybody that I knew around the world. And they knew, and they knew, and they knew. You see, the reason that there's been 430 or 40,000 people come into my downline in the last 4 years and 2 months is simply because of the concept I'm sharing with you right now. See, here's the number one thing. I was telling Logan Shippey one time, I told him he's Logan August now because he had a Facebook problem, but when Logan, I don't know what his next name's going to be. He's always on the edge of screwing up on social media, But I remember telling Logan, he was recruiting just tons of people. I said, Logan, look at all the top recruiters in the company. People that they're bringing in, 10 people, 20 people a month. Look at their volume. Their volume is some of the lowest in the company. Now, why is that? Now, this is a really advanced lesson, okay? I want to share with you guys, right? I've recruited less people than probably 70 or 80% of the people that have ranked up to at least the premier level. Now, how is it possible that Rick Rowberry could have this kind of expansion around the world, right? Well, I'm telling you how it works. Okay? Almost every single time, the number one personal enroller is never, ever, ever the number one person in rank or volume. So understand that. So if you're personally enrolling, see, what I understood is from my mentor, he believed that 7 people was the most people he could personally have great relationships with that would last forever, right? And he knew that those were good people, and he knew that they knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody that he could create a dynasty around it. I was taught that way from the time I was 22 years old. And so everything I do, I'm always the top volume. I'm always one of the lowest personal recruiters. Now, why is that? But at the same time, I'm always the highest recruiter in the company. You with me? I'm always the highest recruiter in the company. I'm always the number one volume creator in the company. But I'm one of the lowest personal enrollment people in the company. You all with me? Okay. Now, there's a huge lesson in this, okay? And this is advanced stuff, so I thought I'd kind of throw this out here. I'm going to cover more of this when I get to Thornton on the 15th. But you've got to understand how to drive these lines correctly. You've got to understand what I already know, because everything I go into automatically just works. It automatically just works because I know how to do it, right? And so if I can teach you just a little bit more factors, and this is one of those little bit more factors I'm sharing with you here today, then your entire business life changes forever. Not just at Kuvera, but everything you do. Because the way you approach the market in any kind of marketing or sales is exactly this way. You have to always look at a market as to how big it is, not by who you know, but by who you know that they know that they know that they know. They know if it's a direct sales model, right? And you always look at the marketplace and how big it is. Well, you know, you're always 4, 5, or 6 people away from knowing everybody in the world. That's what they say. I don't know what the number is. I've heard people talk about it. But how many people potentially would want to be interested in our compensation plan, our opportunity, or the products that we have, right? Billions of people. So the market's endless, right? Now all you got to do is you just got to find the people that know the people that know the people that know the people to get out there 4, 5, 6 levels, and pretty soon your entire business changes. Here's what you're not doing. There's nobody on this call that's doing this 100% right. And Brooks, I'm telling you that you and I are not even doing it right yet, okay? Otherwise, we would have 1 million people in our downline right now. We have to get better at being able to find that person, being able to drive that line and get down there. So this is what you do. This is where you start today, okay? What you do today is you say, okay, here's my existing team. I just heard Rick say it doesn't matter about how I know those people. The only thing that matters is about the people that I don't know yet that come from that team. That's where my wealth is going to be accumulated. That's where that's going to happen. So what do? I want to find out who they are. How do I do that? I got to talk to the people that I know and have them get their name list together for the people that they know that I don't know. Then to each of those winners that we taproot in that line, I got to ask those people, you know, who they know that I don't know. And then in that line, I got to ask those people who they know that I don't know. You understand how it works? And all of a sudden, boom, you're just exploding all over the place, because I'm telling you something. A lot of people will say, man, I'm just really struggling with this thing. It's just not really working for me. And I'll say, how many people you personally recruited? So, man, I put in 20 people. How many people do you have in your entire organization? 25. You know, I mean, there's something wrong with that picture, right? They haven't understood what I'm talking about right now, because they think that their personal effort, very few people understand the concept of compounding action. I learned compounding action very, very early in life. And so because of that, I've been able to compound my front-end action to be able to have back-end action that really explodes out there. And so the message that I have to share with you today, and you guys, I can't wait to get over there, man. I got so much energy right now, so many things to share. See, our business is at a point right now where I can get deeper into what I know, deeper into the Rick Rowberry a little bit more factors. There are going to be some of these things that are literally going to have the opportunity to change your business if you take action on them. And so I'm extremely excited about that. Did I take long enough? I always take too long. So. But anyway, I want you guys to know I'm so excited to be there with you guys. And I figured a way to stay another day to go to Ireland and help with Paul and that team over there. And I think Landon said he might be going over. Maybe some others will be there. But we need to turn on back Ireland again. We had Ireland going at one time, and then we had a little issue, and we lost that group. And so we get that back. Ireland, Scotland, all of UK, of course, and all of Europe. And from that, we go out into these other markets. And guys, I'm telling you what's Brooks, what's the biggest network marketing market in the world?
Biggest network marketing market in the world is people.
Well, name a country.
Country.
It's the United States, okay?
Yeah, I was going to say States.
By far, it's the United States, all right? Then you have a tendency to go to Asia and some of those kinds of things. It's always the United States. Mm. You understand that we haven't even tapped the market in the United States yet? You should look at that as your market, because we've entered into something right now where we have tremendous marketing materials and a market that already exists just looking for a better mousetrap, and we have it, that you'll be able to get into that market. And from that market, there's more expansion around the world, guys, that happens out of the U.S. market than any other country. Most countries have a tendency to localize. I know I work in many of them. They localize, and they have more of a tendency to look just in their area or their countries. For some reason in the U.S., because it's such a melting pot and a new melting pot of people, they're always connected all over the world in some reason. So you want to get in that market. And so I'll just leave you with that. Not to overplay my card on this Credit Pro thing for you guys where you're in the UK, but I'm telling you that that's a market that I can really support, really help you with in a big, big way to help you get a business started there. And the business will grow exponentially there without you having to babysit it every day. Meetings will go from 20 to 3 to 4 to 500 people that will show up just to see this information, because the market exists, the need exists, and they want the information that you've got rather than thinking it's just something interesting. They need it and they want it because their entire life is being, structured in a way that maybe they don't like. They'd like to have it a little bit better. So anyway, that's it. Sorry.
Good stuff. Okay, well, guys, folks, the most important thing is Rick is coming over for our Christmas party and leadership weekend. do not forget, Rick, to bring your black tie, because it's going to be a bit of a James Bond evening. We've got a casino event and it's a black tie event. There are still tickets available if you need a ticket for the leadership weekend. And also, there's going to be also day tickets. If you just think to yourself, oh, well, I can't stay over, I haven't got babysitters, we have got day tickets. Now, with regards to what Simon's going to be doing at 9 o'clock regarding tap routing, and the funniest thing is, I learned tap routing, the concept of tap routing, 26 years ago from a gentleman called Big Al, Tom Schreiter. And it was funny because we was at an event and he went through tap routing, driving volume through your business. So it's not a new thing. It's an old established networking thing. But with regards to the leadership weekend, this is going to be the place to be. If you want to have fun, we will be going through some hardcore training at this event. So you need, even if you can't make it for the whole event, whole weekend, get yourself a day ticket. Day tickets are only £45 for both days. Admittedly, it's not going to be for accommodation. There's not going to be for the evening meal, but for the both days, so it's £22.50 per day. And that includes your teas, coffees, and snacks and everything else. So that event is an event that you need to come and see. If Rick Rowberry is traveling thousands and thousands and thousands of miles, doesn't it seem fair that you should travel a few hundred,
100%.
even if you live in Europe or Ireland or whichever? You need to really get on a plane, train, automobile, and you need to be there.
Simon,
Now,
winners do what winners do what winners do, right?
You got it. You got it.
Look, guys, if you want to have what we want, then you do what we do. All right. Look, Simon, I'm telling you what, people are going to be hard pressed for me that I know. If I come to the UK, if they're not at this event, I just want you to know that. Okay, I'm going to be hard pressed to try to support that person because I'm spending thousands and thousands of dollars to come there. I'm in 6 countries. I'm leaving home for 3 weeks straight in December on this tour. 3 weeks from Germany to Portugal to Paris. We're going to Nice, to you guys. And so I don't mean to jump in on this. And I won't do it again. I'll mute myself off. But I just had to say something to this because there shouldn't have – guys, look, when I come over, I'm the master distributor of the company. The world is my downline. I know exactly what to do and how to do it in this company, okay? I've already proven that. And so if I come there and I spend a couple of days with you guys and I'm giving up time with my family at Christmas time, at the holidays, okay, to do this because I think it's so important, if you don't prioritize this in the same way, okay, then why are you even messing with this thing? I would never miss it. I couldn't even imagine missing it, nor to the people that really do it well and make the money. So, Simon, I just want to put that plug in. I don't think we need to beat them to death with it. I truly believe we don't sell it to anybody. Those that are there, we support. The others, we forget about. And that's the way I look at it. So I'll just leave it at that. Okay?
Well, Rick, that's the same as me. There's a lot of us that's actually on this Zoom that was at an event last weekend. And that was the Success Summit that my son, Fraser Brooks, organized. He had 600 people at the event. Now, Simon and Claire was there, Ida was there, lots of us was there. And I tell you what, there was so many tears shed at that event. It was outstanding. He's just messaged me and his mother to turn around and say how many tickets. He sold more tickets so far in 24 hours than people attended. He had 600 people at the event from 22 countries. He sold over 700 tickets so far. And you got a year to go. And the tickets are only £89. That includes your food, your refreshments, and everything else. And I have put in the WhatsApp group how to book it. And I tell you now, if you don't book it, shame on you. Folks, events make money. If you want to drive your business, if you want to drive your income, events are where it's at. Which brings me on to the next subject. We will be doing KISS events next year. Now, KISS events, our first one's going to be on the 13th of January. Now, the KISS event stands for Kuvera Iconic Super Sunday. Kuvera Iconic Super Sunday. Okay, it's funny because Fraser always turns around and says he loves acronyms. Well, that's the same as us. KISS. Kuvera Iconic Super Sunday. But what we're going to be doing at these Super Sundays, they're going to be set out as classroom style.
Simon, do you want to put that on screen?
Yeah, put it on screen. And this is where you can bring your laptop and we will actually physically sign your prospects up at the event. We're going to have fun, but this is not just fluff and stuff. This is where you will be actually seeing how to build your business. There's a QR code there. I don't know if you can take a picture of that, but book it. It's like the ticket is only £6. £6. Now, you heard that it was going to be an incentive. And here's the incentive. I'm going to put my hand in my pocket. If you were to invite 3 prospects, now the benefit is prospects can attend the event for free. You invite 3 prospects to that event, and we're going to be doing a business opportunity meeting, then we're going to be doing training, and we're going to go through exactly how to sponsor people. We're also going to be sharing with you a free lead generation system, where you can find people that you haven't got a clue who they are. And we're going to show you how to speak to them, how to connect with them, and everything else. Now, if you sponsor your 3 distributors that you invite with you, I will give you $100. $100 if you invite 3 people to the event and they join on the event. If they turn around and say, oh, let me think about it, I'm going to go home, and they join when they go home, that doesn't count. They actually have to join at the event. So these events that we will be doing will be driving recruitment. We're not going to just turn around and say, oh, yeah, this is what you can do. This is what you should do. No, this is how to. This is where to. This is why to. And your people will join. But let's turn around and say you do get three prospects there, but only 1 joins. Your business has just grown by 1 person. So don't be put off. Don't be thinking, oh, I only sponsor 1 person. But now, to get your 3 people there, are you going to invite 3? Crazy not to do that. You need to invite 33. Invite as many as you can. This business is a recruitment business. Understand that. We've got a phenomenal product, and I know that I make many, many thousands a day with one of our products, but this business is all about recruitment. And as soon as you understand that and you get there, the benefit of this venue is a 4-star venue, free car parking, it's yards off the motorway, easy to get to. You haven't got to be going into towns, you haven't got to be going into cities. It's so easy. So this event this is going to be our home, which is the Mercure Hotel in Haydock. It's halfway between Manchester and Liverpool, right on the M6 corridor. Now, if it means you're going to fly into the place, you need to fly into Liverpool and then just get a cab or a taxi or whatever to the venue. So that's going to be $100 for 3 people. Do you realize that's like $33 per person? Now, some people are saying, oh, we're paying people to recruit people. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're basically, I'm dipping my hand in my pocket to give to you folk to see if you're interested in building your business. But let's say you don't get 3 people. Let's say you only get 1 person join. So what? It's an extra person in the business. And imagine if it was successful, you will never, ever know. I might do it again. But to attend the event, prospects are free. To book the event on the QR code here is £6, including fees. If you want to pay on the door, it's £10. Now, why pay retail? when you can get it for £6. That is absolutely crazy. So now the thing is, if you want to partake on that incentive, you need to book your ticket for the 13th of January by the 27th of December. That's 4 weeks from today. So just commit, just pay your £6 and make sure that you can get all your team. Sell to your team. You have to attend this event if you want to build your business, because this event will show you how to build your business. We will go through a business opportunity meeting, so it's about inviting your prospects. Now, I'm bleating on. But yeah, so that is going to be a phenomenal event, absolute phenomenal event. Roger, my time's up. Thanks for yours, and back to you.
Thanks a lot, Simon. Just a couple of things that I wanted to recap on there and wanted to touch on. First and foremost, Rick's coming across on the 15th of December, and there were just two numbers that I want you to think about. 4 years and 430,000 people in his team. 430,000 people. Why would you not listen to someone who's built a team like that? That's insane. Because if you could only do 1/100th of it, you'd be set for life. You've got to come and see that event. So Simon's just been talking to the KISS event, about the KISS event, and you can see the QR code on screen there. If you can't see it because you've got faces in the way, just move them out of the way with the mouse. But you can go to $1 Million Secrets online and go to events, and you'll see the tickets there, and you can book the tickets there. For the leadership weekend, you can go to the same event. You go to the same website, milliondollarsecrets.online. But there are QR codes there. If you take a screenshot, you can do them later. And on the left, we have the leadership weekend and Christmas party at £150 for accommodation as well. Or for the day ticket, it's the QR code on the right for £45. And just so we don't get it confused, we've put it right bang in the middle of the QR code so you know which one is which. That's as simple as it gets. Guys, these events are selling out. Places are going for them, so don't wait. When we announced the KISS event last week, we decided we had a certain number of seats that we had to fill. And we sold 20% of the tickets that we needed to sell in the first 1 hour of announcing them after this event. We've had a whole week of selling them right now. I don't know how many places are left. We're not going to run short of places because if we get too many, we'll open it up and we'll move it further, and that's what we'd like to do. So, but right now, secure your place, bring people with you. It's costing you nothing. You know, some people put events on and they charge you to take your guests along. So if you've got prospects, it costs you money to take prospects with you. That's not going to happen here. Your prospects are free. We'll close them for you. Picture this. You bring 3 people to the event. Simon Brookes, Simon Kendrick, and myself will do the presentation. We will pitch the business for you. We will close your prospects for you there and then on the spot. If we can close 3 people for you, Simon Brookes will give you $100. More importantly than that, he will save you $2,400 in the next 12 months in subscriptions. You've got to bring people to it. It's an absolute no-brainer, folks. That's it. We've probably overrun a little bit right now. I don't know what we wanted to do tonight, but the whole point is just to get information to you that's important. So remember, we have another call tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is the prospecting call, and it's really, really important that you invite people, as many people as you can, to listen to this call tomorrow night. The URL is right there. You take a screenshot of it, but Simon's going to send a reminder out. He's already sent one reminder out today. He's going to send it out again today, and I'll put it in my Facebook group. Simon Kendrick's going to put it in his group. We'll make sure that every one of you have that URL to hand. Invite as many people as you can onto that call. We're coming up to the most expensive month of the year. People need to know how to make money to pay for all the bills they're going to run up next month. We've got the answers for them. That's it for now. We'll see you the same time.
Before you go, that's crucial what Roger's just said. Tomorrow night is going to be the Zoom presentation. At the leadership weekend, we will be going through an intense inviting system of how you can build to the Zooms. Because a lot of people are just professional meeting attendants. Now, you need to make sure if you're going to attend it, you need to get them on the live calls. The recordings are great, but when you give the recording out, you don't know if the person's actually going to see the recording. If you've invited them onto the live Zoom and you're on the Zoom, you can see if all your prospects are on that Zoom. I've just sponsored a young lady this morning, and she's going hell for leather to get as many people. She wants to get her 12 personally before the end of the year. She joined this morning. So she's going to go crazy to get as many people on the Zoom tomorrow as possible. And I know there's several other people doing the same. But guys, you need to understand this is a recruitment deal only. We've got phenomenal products, and in one of our products, I'm making between 2,000 to 4,000 a day. Yep, you heard me right, a day. So if you want to know what that's about, contact me. If you want to go on Simon Kendrick's Zoom presentation where he's going to be doing the training, and then reach out to me on WhatsApp and say, what's the link? And Simon, if you can send me the link so I can give it out to them.
Yeah, guys, just quick, and I'm going to get off and get ready for the call. If you jump on this training now about Taproot, it puts you in good stead to invite for tomorrow night's Zoom call. So, look, if you're serious about growing this business, you know where to find me, right?
Okay, but Simon, if you can send me the link, if anyone reaches out that's on this Zoom, I can give it to them. If you're watching the recording, you've missed it. That's the purpose of going on the live calls. You need to be on the live calls. Anyway, my time's up. Back to you, Roger.
Okay, that's it, guys. We're going to wrap it up. We will be here at the same time next week. And what I'll say to you is we've got a group of people here who are absolutely 100% committed to building your business for you. Use us, but make sure that you're in touch, invite people, use us. We'll do it with you. We'll see you again the same time next week. My name is Roger Garth. See you soon, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.